Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of April 28th through May 4th, 2025. And happy birthday if it's your birthday. Taurus, you're a very special sign to me. My partner's a Taurus, and his birthday's this week. So anybody who has the same birthday week, happy birthday to you. An extra special happy birthday to you. We have the Eight of Swords coming out in reverse. We have the Ten of Wands upright. So right off the bat, some of you guys, I am a little bit worried that you might be overworking yourself slightly. Okay, there could just be a lot of responsibilities going on for you in various areas of life. Working hard at career, in the home front, having a lot of personal goals that you're trying to reach. It just feels like there's a lot on your plate right now. So try not to make your life a prison. And by that, I mean, don't overschedule yourself. Don't overburden yourself. If you're needing space, downtime, emptiness, make room for that. You know, I feel like in life, as an adult, the reality that you choose to live in really is of your own making. And some people have a hard time believing this if their reality really sucks. It's like, I didn't choose this life. I didn't choose this or that. You know, life handed me this situation. And it's like, in a sense, we do choose the reality we seek. There are a certain set of cards that were dealt as children, right? And we don't have any control over that. You don't have control over what disabilities you have, over your parents, the family that you're born into, the mind, the body that you're born into, whatever. Yeah, sure, you don't have control over that. But once you reach adulthood, you do have control over what to do with the hand of cards that you've been dealt. And are you going to make the most of it? Are you going to imprison yourself in an overbooked schedule? It's like you have the power to live a happy and peaceful life currently if you're watching this. And you need to actively choose that peace, that happiness. And I would explore, Taurus, if I were you, why do you feel the need to overwork yourself to be super productive? At what point in time in your story, in your history, did you learn that being productive equals self-worth? Because it does not, okay? And you are just as lovable and worthy and an important person on this planet when you're sitting still, when you're not doing anything, and when you're just relaxing and receiving. And I think this week is going to challenge your ability to receive, to relax, to let go, okay? That's something that you want to really embody and let in. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse exactly because the universe and possibly the people around you are trying to bring you an incredible fresh start that feels very passionate, filled with creativity, fun. There's a lot of entertaining moments that are trying to enter into your life. There's a lot of passion trying to enter into your life right now. And you may have a hard time making room for this because your schedule is so full. And here's the thing. I'm a big believer in energy, and every responsibility that you have, every relationship that you have, every object you own, everything in your life, there is an energy cord that tethers you to those people, places, and things. And when you have too many people, places, and things that you feel personally responsible for, you are sort of trapped because all of those energy cords are pulling you in different directions and you're kind of like stuck there and you can't move because, your life is very tight. You're tautly wound up to those responsibilities. And when life tries to bring you an exciting new responsibility, as the Ace of Wands represents, the wands in the tarot represent things that we feel very strongly and passionate about, that we also have a personal sense of obligation and responsibility towards. For example, having a puppy can be so fun for some people, but that's one wand. Being a dog parent, that is one wand. That's a big responsibility, but it's also very fulfilling, very rewarding if you're into dogs. You know what I mean? So when you have a bunch of wands, maybe you have a puppy, maybe you have a house that you have to take care of, maybe you have a car or multiple cars that you have to take care of and take to the mechanic, maybe you have a bunch of friendships that you have to tend to, and it's like life starts piling and piling and piling on top of each other, and all of these things individually might be be very good and fun for you, but there's too much right now. So what don't you need? What don't you need? Because there may be excess somewhere in your life that is not resonating at the frequency of abundance. It's resonating at the frequency of having too much on your plate. And there is some newer, more exciting opportunities and ideas that are trying to enter your life right now this week that you're wanting to let in, but where's the space for it to enter? This week is all about making the space. Do some spring cleaning, both literally and figuratively. We have the 10 of Pentacles coming out in reverse. Exactly. I feel like this new opportunity, it may be in relation to home and relationships. Also, this can relate to business and finances. And 10 of Pentacles in reverse, it does show that there are some adjustments that are needed. There may be some things. I'm getting like a fix-it attitude, like wanting to fix things around the home or fix things with your car or fix things. But it's like there's so many ideas, so many things that you want to do. It's just very important to decide when to either cut your losses or just make it not your problem anymore. For example, if you have a car and there's all these problems to it, you want to get it fixed and then you want to sell it. It's like, you can also just sell it as is, that is an option. Or if you're trying to sell a house and you're like, oh, well, I want to do this, I want to do that to upgrade it and make more money, blah, blah, blah. But you have too much going on. It's like, just selling it as is also an option. And I feel like there's something somewhere in your life where that wisdom will apply. It's like, just get rid of it as is, sell it as is. Someone else can fix this. This can be someone else's problem, okay? We have the Lovers coming out in reverse right next to that 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Very fascinating, because the Lovers, when it's in reverse, it can show separation. It can show making the decision to release and let go of something, which is perfectly aligned with everything that we're talking about right now. If you're constantly trying to fix or improve a friendship, for example, or a relationship all the time, and there's always problems going on, it's never going to be right. Sometimes it's best to just let that friendship go, let that relationship go. If you're constantly fixing up an old house, an old car, whatever, constant problems month after month, sometimes it's best to just sell it, get rid of it, scrap it, let it go entirely, because even just the thought of impending fights and issues and challenges and problems, that weighs on you, because you're spiritually tied, energetically tied and tethered to that person, place, or thing, right? So, and in spirit, time doesn't exist. So all of the past, present, and future problems that exist there, you're connected to that. And I think there's value in release. There's value in breathing out. There's value in letting go. And as often as we invite new energies into our life, we also release old energies. And this week may be all about release and making space for the new energy that's trying to come in, because it looks beautiful. And then look at that. We have the 7 of Swords upright. Craziness. 7 of Swords is it's a card of selfishness and trying to pull a fast one on someone. Okay, like for example, especially next to the Lovers in reverse, it's like, if you're buying a car, it's like somebody's trying to sell you a lemon, a car that just has so many issues, it's not worth it. Or if you're trying to make something work with a friendship, it's like, and they constantly take actions that are just selfish or try to push your boundaries. It's like, at what point do we say to ourselves, it's just not worth it? It's just not an experience I'm wanting to have. Taurus, I love you, because every Taurus I've ever met is a fixer. They want to keep things as is, fix it up. And I think you have an innate sense of value in relationships and things. And I think it's very rare for Taurus to just let go of something or someone entirely. But there is wisdom, there is value to be had in that, especially when it's like you're the only one continuously trying to maintain this and keep it afloat, So I feel like this week is all about freeing yourself from these prisons that you may have accidentally kept yourself in. Free yourself from these problems that you may have accidentally kept inviting into your life. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, subscribe if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course, so check it out. Bye-bye.